Picture this. It's 6:47 a.m. The wedding starts at 10, and James is standing in front of his mirror, staring at a senator where that looked absolutely stunning in the tailor's shop. But on him, it's hanging off his shoulders like a curtain that lost a fight with the wind. His mother walks in, takes one look, and says the 6 words no groom ever wants to hear on his wedding day. Is this what you're wearing? Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, you're going to find out exactly what went wrong for James, and more importantly, the 5 things you need to consider so this never, ever happens to you. Welcome back to Fashion Style Home, your #1 hub for everything senator wear, Agbada, and everything in between. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button right now because we bring you real stories, real style lessons, and real talk about African fashion every single week. And before we continue, like this video and drop a comment telling us where you're watching from. Lagos? Accra? London? Houston? We want to see you in the comments. Now let's rewind. 3 weeks before that disastrous mirror moment, James walked into a fabric shop in high spirits. His wedding was coming up, and he wanted to look like $1,000,000. But here's where it gets interesting, because James made a mistake that a lot of people make, and it's mistake number 1. Thing number 1, fabric quality over fabric price. James saw a beautiful wool-in cashmere blend senator fabric, but it was expensive. Right next to it was a shinier, cheaper look-alike. His cousin Michael, who fancied himself a fashion expert, despite owning exactly 0 senator outfits, leaned over and said, "Bro, why would you pay double for the same thing? Fabric is fabric." James listened. Big mistake. That cheaper fabric didn't hold its shape, didn't drape properly, and by the morning of the wedding, it looked tired and limp before he even put it on. Lesson: with senator wear, the fabric is the foundation. Wool, cashmere blends, and high-grade cotton hold structure and shine for years. Cheap polyester blends might sparkle in the shop, but they crumble under real wear. Always feel the fabric, check the weight, and, if possible, ask your tailor which fabric holds its shape best for the cut you want. Now here's where the tension really starts, because fabric wasn't even James' biggest problem. Thing number 2, the tailor's measurements, or lack thereof. James was busy. Work, wedding planning, family drama, you name it. So when it came time for his fitting, he sent his measurements over WhatsApp instead of going in person. It's fine, he thought. I know my size. Friends, this is where things took a twist nobody saw coming. The tailor, let's call him Mr. Bankole, was a fantastic tailor, but he'd never actually met James. He used the measurements as given, except James's own numbers were 2 years old, from before he started hitting the gym. The result? A senator outfit that fit the old James, not the new, broader-shouldered James standing in the mirror that morning. Lesson: never, ever skip an in-person fitting for senator wear. The structure of senator style, that clean, sharp, almost military precision, lives and dies by the fit. A well-tailored senator can make you look like royalty. A poorly fitted one can make even the most expensive fabric look like a joke. But wait, it gets worse before it gets better. Thing number 3, color and occasion mismatch. Remember Michael, the fashion expert cousin? Well, he struck again. He convinced James that an all-black senator with black-on-black embroidery would look mysterious and powerful for a daytime, outdoor, traditional wedding. Friends, weddings in the African tradition are usually vibrant, colorful, full of life. Aunties in gold osso oak, uncles in sharp Agbada, everybody bringing color and energy. James, dressed head to toe in funeral black under the blazing afternoon sun, looked less like a groom and more like he was attending a very different kind of ceremony. His own mother's reaction in that mirror moment, that was the final straw. Lesson: color matters, and it should match the occasion, the time of day, and even the season. Daytime and outdoor traditional events call for lighter, richer tones. Think wine, navy, cream, or gold accents. Save the deep, dramatic blacks and darker shades for evening events or more formal, indoor occasions. Now here comes the surprise nobody expected. Thing number 4, embroidery and detailing. Less can actually be more, or more can actually be magic depending on how it's done. While James was spiraling in front of that mirror, his sister Grace, who happened to have an eye for design, stormed in with an idea. "Wait," she said, "we still have time. Let's call Mr. Bankhole right now." And here's the twist. Mr. Bankhole, feeling responsible for the whole mess, had actually kept James's original correct measurements from a fitting months earlier, just in case. He rushed over with a backup senator, one James had almost forgotten about, a rich wine-red fabric with subtle gold embroidery along the collar and cuffs. Understated, but striking. Not overloaded with heavy stonework that would look gaudy in daylight, but just enough detail to catch the eye. Lesson: embroidery should enhance the outfit, not overwhelm it. Subtle gold or silver thread work along the collar, cuffs, and chest area gives elegance without looking excessive. Save heavier, more elaborate designs for evening events with dim lighting where the detail can really shine. And now, thing number 5, the one that saved the entire wedding. Thing number 5, always have a backup plan and a trusted tailor relationship. Here's the truth bomb. Mr. Bankhole didn't just show up with a spare outfit out of luck. He showed up because months earlier, James had actually paid him fairly, respected his time, and built a real relationship with him, even when Michael kept telling James to negotiate him down. That relationship is what saved James on his wedding day. A trusted tailor doesn't just make clothes. They become your fashion insurance policy. Lesson: build a real relationship with a skilled tailor you trust, and where possible, always keep a backup outfit ready for big occasions. Emergencies happen. Fabrics shrink. Bodies change. Weather shifts. The people who look effortlessly sharp on their big day usually plan for the unexpected. So what happened to James? He walked down that aisle 2 hours later in the wine-red senator with gold trim, fitting like it was made for him that morning. Because in a way, it was thanks to Grace's memory and Mr. Bankhole's foresight. His mother's exact words this time? "And now, this is my son." And Michael? He's never given fashion advice again. As for the shiny, cheap fabric, it's now folded in James's closet as a permanent reminder of the wedding morning that almost went completely wrong. And that, friends, is exactly why we're bringing you these 5 things to consider when choosing senator wear. Fabric quality, proper in-person tailoring, color match to occasion, balanced embroidery, and a trusted tailor with a backup plan. If this story resonated with you, or if it reminded you of your own tailor horror story, drop it in the comments below. We read every single one. Like this video if you learned something new today. Share it with that friend who's about to attend a big event and needs this advice right now. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Fashion Style Home, because we've got so many more stories, style tips, and senator wear breakdowns coming your way very soon. Until next time, stay sharp, stay elegant, and always have a backup plan. See you in the next video.